but are you all ready for the final battle, the main event of Week 3? The first team being the Mythical Mermaids, led by Mizusuta, playing for the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. Currently 12th place with no wins, but looking to change that today. Um, Also, yes, I hope you feel better, Susu. Sorry I didn't reply to your messages earlier. I hope you do feel better. The OU
Yep.
mons of this team being the Dragapult and the Sneasler being just two really fast mons,
That
each at 1 and
Dragapult is
1.
scary.
Dragapult's scary, especially if you get a Sneasler with a heckin' Unburden, that's terrifying as well. The
Mm-hmm.
U mons of this team being that Mimikyu and the Noivern. Mimikyu, again, being a terrifying Pokemon, just unfortunately has been um, what's it called? Has been able to be countered so far. Has been able has been
Yeah,
countered so far.
it was
Um,
the Haxorus Moldbreaker, right?
no, it was a mix of two Pokemon for me.
Gotcha,
Um,
gotcha.
but yeah, no, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. Don't judge me. We see the Artiumons being the Cloyster again, another really strong Shell Smasher. The Roserade being a recently traded Mon from last week at 0 and 1, and the Miss Magius not having shown its face quite yet. Um, we see the Enumons of the Vaporeon at 0 and 1, Snorlax and Hitmontop as well at 0 and 1. The Vaporeon and Snorlax, or Vaporeon and Hitmontop doing a lot of work last week, just unfortunately unable to get the knockouts that were needed. And the Piyumons being the Leafeon, the Vikavolt, Rotom Frost, and Claydol. The Vikavolt and the Claydol being the two setup mons that are each at 0 and 1. Leafeon, I'm curious to see if Leafeon shows up, and just what it can do. I mean, I know it's really defensive, but I'm excited to see a Leafeon. Um,
Yeah, because you could run it offensive as well.
yeah, offensive and defense with the chlorophyll, I think. I'm
Yes.
so extremely tired. Um, yeah, let's go into the next team. Would you like to introduce them for me?
Yep, here we have the Riddim Rotoms, currently sitting at 15th place at an 0-2 record, hoping to get that first win here today.
One
The
of
tr-
these won't be
uh,
0 2 anymore after
yeah,
today.
representing the Trevor Project. And then for our first two mons for the OU, we have Garchomp at 1 and 2 and Galarian Slowking at 0 and 1. Really excited to see if they bring the Garchomp here. I love Garchomp. It's probably one of my favorite
You
Dragon
just love
type mons.
Cynthia.
I really do. Cynthia's so good. Let's see. And then up next for UU, we have Inteleon at 1 and 1. Love Inteleon. James Bond.
The Inteleon
Oricorio.
having the opportunity to sweep last week, but instead went for the style and unfortunately didn't.
Yeah. And then
Unfortunately
we have
couldn't.
Oricorio sitting at 1 and 2. I want to see this Oricorio come out. I think it would be a good play here. And
I'm
then
sorry,
up
Joanna.
next up next for RU, we have Klefki at 0 and 0.
Who was recently
Uh
traded from the Knuckle stack.
yeah. Graph what is it? Grapha?
Grafii? That's how I say it,
Yeah,
Grafii.
Graphi. Sitting at 0 and 1, and then the big Blastoise at 0 and 0. I'm ex- I'm excited to see if Klefki can come out here. Klefki is so strong.
Yeah, another prankster mon with just really good setup potential. Think of the word graffiti. Oh, you. I never thought
That's
of that.
a great way of putting it.
I've
Now that I
never
think
thought of
about
that.
it.
That's smart.
There you go. All right. And then up next for NU, the speedy Jolteon at 0 and 1, Delamize at 0 and 0, and Whiskash at 0 and 0.
I want to see this Whiscash show up.
Same.
Whiscash being such
It
an
can be
underrated
very
dragon
strong.
dancer.
Yeah, the fact that it gets Dragon Dance is insane. Like
Like you
water
wouldn't
ground
think
typing as well.
this little whale dude can learn dragon dance, but he does, and that's just.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Oh, maybe you
It's
shouldn't be
actually
saying strats then. Oopsie, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, no,
nuts. But
Whiscash,
like, yeah,
strong.
strong, yeah. And up next for PU, Aggron at 0-2. Octillery at 0-0. Greendent, the Squirrel at 0-0.
Funky
And
Squirrel.
Zangoose at 0-0.
There are like less than 10 Pokemon that aren't legendaries that come in Dragonlance. Oh, I didn't know that. And Whiscash is one of those boys.
The fact it's this fish that can learn Dragon Dance.
I love it. I love it.
Those unorthodox moves on a random mon.
Seriously.
Oh,
Inteleon, just going back, I love Inteleon. It's one of my favorite mons. And I know it's one of Gyro's favorite mons as well. Just with Sniper, just having Sniper Snipe Shot alone is so good, but if you use a Focus Energy strat, like I did, like Gelato did, it just guaranteed crits with boosted damage from Sniper is so good. And like I was talking about with the other team, yeah, definitely. Like I was talking with the other team, the Devious Duots with that Oricorio, that Dancer ability is something that I just didn't see coming. It's so good, and I'm really excited to see more from this team. I might be a little bit biased towards this team, but that's okay. Let's see the starting lineups of these two teams. For the main event, we see the Mythical Mermaids with the Noivern, the Cloyster, the Leafeon making its first appearance, I believe. The Dragapults, Mimikyu coming back, and the Hitmontop. Speedy boys right here. We got the two speedy dragons.
Yeah. Excited to see what this Dragapult can do.
Yeah, seriously. The Mimikyu just a scary little thing. I love Mimikyu, but it's scary. Really, the only 3 Squirrel Pokemon that you're aware of. You've got the Electric Squirrel, Genfor, then Scrubbit, and then Greedent. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Pachirisu, the Electric Squirrel.
Oh, Pachirisu, that's right. I forgot about Pachirisu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was thinking Amoga's a flying squirrel, right? So does that count?
Technically.
I was thinking the Electric Squirrel, thinking about Emoga. I was like, wait. Anyway.
Yeah, Emoga is a flying squirrel.
There is the squirrel, the chonky Greedent. I guess there's 3.5 squirrels. I guess it's a half of a squirrel.
Half a squirrel.
It's a half squirrel. We see the Klefki making his first appearance as well, of course, being recently traded. And the returning Slowking. Oh my gosh, Slowking, Aggron, the Blastoise, and the Jolteon. I'm excited to see the Blastoise. It's a half squirrel Greedent. It's 1.5 of a squirrel.
Yeah, that is one chunk squirrel.
That is definitely 1.5 squirrels there for sure.
That is definitely a squirrel that's eating another squirrel to make it that 1.5.
Yeah, the 2 really strong potentials from these teams. Cloyster, of course, a Shell Smasher. I'm excited to see the Leafeon showing up. Klefki, like we talked about earlier, having that Prankster, being able 3 squirrels in the trench coat. Oh goodness! All right.
Yeah, true. It took the half from Emoga.
Just squirrel.
Yeah.
That's the battle.
Buddy.
Okay, that's stream. It's just squirrel. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's the end of stream. Squirrel. Goodbye. All right, let's see the starting Pokemon of these two teams and get this main event started. We have the Dragapult leading for the Mythical Mermaids and the Klefki lead from the
Flamethrower
immediately from the Dragapult. But the Trick Room being set up.
Trick Room.
Not a Prankster Trick Room, it seems like. The Toxic, though, missing. Wait, is it?
Flamethrower comes out. It does take out the Klefki.
Is it Prankster? Why did Trick Room not go first? Anyway, the Klefki falls from the Flamethrower to the Dragapult. Toxic landing from the Slowking, with the U-turn coming in from the Dragapult. Why did Trick Room not go first? I'm so confused. Anyway...
Does switch into Mimikyu here. Toxic Mimikyu.
Landing, but the Mimikyu going for the immediate Swords Dance. Putting this Mimikyu in a pretty scary position. The immediate swap into the Greedents.
Squirrel.
But the Shadow Claw, of course, being immune. A fantastic prediction from the Riddim Rotoms. And then Playrough missing the Squirrel with the Body Press, being an immune hit as well.
Wow.
Mimikyu just taking slow chip damage. Another miss from the Play Rough, though.
Ooh, that is
with
tough.
the Gyro Ball taking down the Disguise. And the poison going, just
By
chipping it
Toxic.
slower. Play rough landing,
Play rough
doing
does hit.
some good damage with the citrus berry and the cheek pouch. Bringing the
That
greed end back
squirrel,
to full HP.
just when you thought that squirrel could not get any more chunkier.
Gyro taking down
Intimidate.
the Mickey with the Intimidate coming through, but the swap into the Slowking
Close combat.
to take the close combat.
Resist.
Of course, a quad resisted hit because of its poison psychic typing. And the Earthquake coming through, not quite taking out Slowking, but doing a lot of damage with another Trick Room being set up.
Trick Room. Two Trick Room matches here.
Blastoise then being swapped in from a Slowking, with the Earthquake not doing too much damage to this Blastoise. Hitmontop swapping in to the Leafeon, and the swap in from the Blastoise into the Aggron, and the Heavy Slam doing some good damage. But the Leech Seed coming in, going to give some really good recovery to this Leafeon because Aggron's just chonky. But the Stealth Rock being set up.
comes out. That'll break the Cloyster's Focus Sash.
Definitely, for sure. The Leaf Blade coming in, not doing too much because just the Aggron's natural defense of the Trick Room does wear off though. And the immediate swap back into that Greedent. And the knockoff, not going to do too much damage because it already ate its berry. And the Wish coming in from the Leafeon with the Gyro Ball, doing just a little bit of chip damage.
Are we going to see a switch here? Here comes the Hitmontop.
Intimidating that Greedent, getting a little bit of attack drop, but the Stockpile coming in, boosting its defense and special defense.
That is scary.
And the Wish bringing the Hitmontop back to full HP. The close combat, it would have knocked out. It would have knocked it out if it weren't for the Stockpile. The Body Press doing so much damage.
World Buddy just being a beast, but it does fall here.
Squirrel just fall to the second close combat. Unfortunately, the Hitmontop, with its minus defenses though, Jolteon then coming in. Hitmontop swaps out into the Dragapult.
It is still toxic.
Going for the Rain Dance.
Interesting. We might see a Thunder here.
Oh, we swap into that Blastoise. And the Draco Meteor hitting the Blastoise and surviving.
There's the White Herb.
The White Herb. Oh, that's an interesting strat actually. That's the Rain Dish bringing HP up a little bit, but the Thunderbolt. Super effective hit onto this Blastoise, but there goes the Aqua Ring. A little bit too late though. The Blastoise having taken too much damage from this Thunderbolt. Not going to recover enough to make it survive another one. The Thunderbolt comes in, takes down this Blastoise.
Blastoise goes down.
But the Dragapult taking a lot of damage from this poison.
Mythical Mermaids is up 5 mons to 3 here. The U-turn. Where are we going to see the switch to the Noivern? Are we going to get a Defog here to get rid of those Stealth Rocks?
Another Trick Room comes in from the Slowking. And there goes the Toxic onto this Noivern. This Slowking just sitting here being annoying, but the Defog does come through. There's the Defog. And the Sludge Bomb connects, does about half of the damage, with the U-turn coming in from this Noivern.
Here comes Leafeon. Are we going to see a Leaf Blade here, possibly?
It's going to be resistant. We might see... No, we don't see anything. The Slowking outspeeds because the Trick Room takes down the Leafeon. The Trick Room having one turn left. The Cloyster then coming in.
Here's the Cloyster.
And the Toxic connecting.
Taking out that Focus Dash, and here's the Shell Smash.
But it does get the Shell Smash, so it is standing in a strong position here. The Trick Room falling now. The Slowking swaps into the Jolteon. The Icicle Spear is able to easily take down this Jolteon, though. Especially with that crit.
Definitely.
The Toxic is slowly starting to lower down.
Being able to hit it 5 times.
Yeah. Cloyster swaps into the Noivern. And then the Protect coming in, of course, doesn't work because of the swap in. Noivern taking a little bit of chip damage. And the Water Pulse taking down the Aggron, leaving just the Slowking left, but Noivern's taking a lot of damage. Slowking's back to full HP, and the Air Slash. The Trick Room then comes through.
There it is.
Noivern's almost down though. The Sludge Bomb taking down the rest of this Noivern.
This Dragapult and Hitmontop are really going to struggle here in this Trick Room.
Yeah. All of them, actually. Dragapult then comes in.
Yeah.
It
Sludge
does
Bomb.
survive the Sludge Bomb, but the Draco Meteor
comes out.
not doing too much. This Toxic's going to take down this Dragapult.
Galarian Slowking is really putting in the work here to keep his team alive.
Intimidate's not going to matter from this
Intimidate
Hitmontop. Another Sludge Bomb coming in, and it gets the poison.
It poisons.
The Earthquake doesn't knock down the Slowking though.
Hitmontop is still up.
The Mach Punch.
The Mach
Punch crits, but doesn't even take it down. And the Slack Off getting the Slowking back to over half.
Slack Off.
The poison dwindling down this Hitmontop with just the Cloyster left.
The Sash is broken and the Shell Smash isn't there anymore.
The Ice Cold Spear hits.
The Ice Cold Spear 1, 2.
Will it be enough?
4.
It is not enough.
Oh, it is not enough. It needed a crit there.
But the Trick Room gets set up.
Back up.
It is going to outspeed this turn. But the Ice Shard, the priority Ice Shard comes through and takes down that Slowking, leaving the Mythical Mermaids as the winners of this battle. That Slowking doing so much work, even though it was the last Pokemon left.
The sole survivor being able to take out 3 Mons, but then eventually being taken out by that Cloyster.
But what a fantastic battle. That's why it was main event. It was so good.